another video review. And once again, the wonderful people at NECA has brought to us an absolutely fabulous Comic-Con exclusive from 2012, that being the City Hunter from Predator 2. And you can see it's a cloaked version. Now, you can barely see him. There's nothing in there. You don't see nothing in there. It's secret. Absolutely awesome. And then you have a real skull. Well, not a real skull, but you have a skull that we saw at the end of the Predator movie, finally given to us, one of these big, huge, ugly ones, and that is a big, huge, ugly one, spinning around here on the back, and it says, "The Lost Hunters, a clan shrouded in mystery, travels in both time and space. The Predator exists to hunt, and they adhere to a strict code of honor, where defeat is equal to death." You got other figures that are currently out there, and I mean, like I said, 2012 San Diego Comic-Con edition. The only way that you could really get this is going to San Diego Comic-Con. I picked this up, and I was absolutely amazed with how great it is, and not only that, but I got to meet the product developer, Randy Falk. Very cool guy, absolutely awesome. It was a total honor and pleasure. He sat there and talked to me for about 15 minutes about things that are coming up, and I'm absolutely thrilled to be reviewing this right now. So absolutely loving it. I love the whole cloak look. I love the whole Predator thing. Let's get him open and see how cool he actually is. Alright guys, so here we have the cloaked City Predator opened up and out of its packaging. And look, it's like I'm holding nothing. I'm gonna just... because I should do this entire video with this white background just to really drive you people crazy. I can't see anything. Oh my god. Well, first I'm going to take a look at the actual skull that's included. Now, this one, if I'm not mistaken, shows up at the end of Predator 2 and is one of the skulls that hangs up in the trophy case, I suppose. And is one of the kind of random aliens that we see, and it's absolutely awesome. And it's a rather large size alien. I love the fact that you can see kind of where the, like, maybe the brain stem and the spinal cord goes in on this guy. So very wicked and cool. Now, the only thing that probably would have made this a little bit better is if the mouth was actually articulated, but I'm not going to really complain too much. One thing that is absolutely amazing, and I cannot describe this better than this. This actually feels like bone. The texture on here, it feels as if it is actually bone. I don't know how they achieved that, but this thing is absolutely incredible. This is almost worth the price of admission. I mean, I love the detail on here. The amount of detail on here is exquisite. You can see all the dark spots. You got the white, rather, you know, the bone kind of look. Just absolutely incredible looking. I can't speak highly enough about this, and this is an absolute perfect accessory, and San Diego Comic-Con is a perfect way to include something like this. Absolutely brilliant. Now for the figure, as you can see, it is the City Predator, and you probably can't see it because it's cloaked, and I barely look like I'm holding something here. I mean, you can kind of see it, but I won't torment you guys too much. Here is the ever-popular gray background, and even still, it's kind of hard to see, but it's a translucent figure. Really, very nicely done. It's really kind of hard to see all the details on here just because, but it's so very awesome. Now, in terms of his accessories, he does come with the skull, and he also does come with the blade. Zooming in here, you can see that there is a lot of nice detail on here. This is the weapon that he used that was capable of slicing basically through anything. Absolutely cool looking accessory. And really, this is the best you're going to get. I mean, the color on here is so much better. I don't know, it's much more clearer than I remember. Now, going back a few years ago, this is the cloaked version of the Berserker Predator that we got. You can kind of sort of see that there's a little bit of yellow color in here. Now, honestly, I don't remember if that was actually part of it or if it's kind of yellowed over time. These figures were never really in the sun or anything, so I'm inclined to say that it was kind of yellowish in color when I initially got it, but you can see that this one is just so much clearer. And again, I don't know how well it's coming across on camera because they are very clear figures, but setting him to the back, I mean, really, this is all I can really do. I mean, I can zoom in, but you're not going to get a lot of detail you're going to see. And that's about as far in as I can get. And like I said, there really isn't a lot of detail that you can see on it, but it's the exact same figure as the City Predator that was released earlier this year. This is just clear plastic and really very cool. Now, in terms of this guy's articulation, it's far better than any Predator figure that we've gotten previously. It utilizes the new joint system that they're putting on their actual Predator figures, and it's an absolute huge upgrade to what we got before. This thing is so incredibly posable that it really blows all the other ones away. And really almost makes me wish that they would go back and redo those other ones, because I think you could have so much more fun. The head's here on a ball joint, so you get a nice range of motion. The hair here does kind of get in the way, so that's a little unfortunate. Now, he does have an extra weapon here on the back that slides forward, and then also will kind of sort of rotate left and right. Now, one thing about clear plastic is you do have to be careful. It is a little bit more fragile than other plastic, so keep that in mind. Be careful with it, and things should be perfectly okay. The shoulders here move in and out. This section here is actually only kind of glued down here, so this top bit actually moves up, so you can get a nice range of motion with the shoulder here. Same thing with this one over here. The arms are on pin and socket joints, and the actual pin section is all white, and it blends in beautifully. The wrists here are on ball joints, so good range of motion here and also here. Waist articulation, actually the waist is on a ball joint, so you can actually move forward and back and kind of do a little hip swivel if you want. The legs here, they move in, out, forward, back. They rotate here at the upper part of the thigh. So much articulation up there. Double jointed knees, so you can have a lot of motion in this. I mean, you can get some really wicked crouching poses with this guy. The only problem is the feet don't really kind of help with that too much. I mean, you can get a good sitting pose with him, and he can fly around in the invisible jet that Wonder Woman uses if you really want. And then the feet are also on ball joints, and they rotate left and right. But like I said, the articulation on this, unbelievable. Now, here he is. This is, like I said, the cloaked version. And here it is next to the regular retail version of the City Predator. As you can see, very much the same. Comes with all the regular accessories. He's got the little pouch right here. He's got the belt, just like this guy. Get him to stand here. Stand, fella. There we go. He has all those as well, except his are clear, and then this string here is white, which is absolutely awesome. I love the way that this guy looks. It's so cool, so very awesome, so fun to play with. It's just an absolute gorgeous piece. Now, when it comes down to it, like I said, this was available at the San Diego Comic-Con for 2012. But that's not the only place that you're going to be able to get this. NECA oftentimes releases these via Amazon at a later date. So if you are really interested in picking this up, I would recommend you keep up to date with them via Facebook or Twitter, and I'll put their links down here in the description so that you can do so. Because anytime that these are made available, those are the first places that it actually gets posted. So if you do want to get this guy, I would recommend checking those places out and keeping up to date. But that's about it, guys. So until next time, I want to thank you for tuning in. This has been Optibotimus. I'll talk to you later.